we come from way back there, way back there. You know, and I know I didn't come from where my foreparents came from. But it was the Lord, it was the God that looked down on us and he kept on blessing us and just keep on, as the song says, blessing us over and over again. And so we need to have that unity in Christ for ourselves, and not just us in here want to be saved. We want to get somebody on the outside to be saved also. And you know, it takes fasting, it takes praying, you know, and I know then one time we called a meeting or two. I thought we did call a meeting or two, and had prayer. Maybe it was before our revival or something. You know, and these things we need to check back on and come together and call some meetings and come in and pray, you know, pray, and not just come us every Sunday. Here we are, every Sunday here we are, just us, you know. And we can't make nobody come but the Lord. He can do these things, but we have to come to him and ask him, you know. He told us to just ask. Are we asking? Or are we just thinking about, well, we can go on if they don't want to go? That's their business, you know, that's us. That's their business. You know, I got mine, so, you know, we don't need to have that attitude. We need to have the attitude of, I want everybody to be saved. We know that everybody's not going to be saved. But we don't need to set up and think we are saved, you know. And we need to get out there and try to get some souls saved. And so that's what Christ come for. He first was up, he ascended up, and then he come down in the lower parts of the earth, and he came down here to try to get some souls saved. And you know, it's up to us now. The song said he done laid a foundation. And you know, the foundation is laid, and he done opened up the way. And that's all we can do. And now everything else is left up to you. If I don't want to go to backslid, I can stay here. I can set up here in church for the next meeting comes. You know, but see, it's up to me. If I want to stay here till Bible study, then I can stay here till Bible study. You know, so that's the way our life is, y'all. It's up to us. You know, he done did everything. He done shed his innocent blood. He bled on the cross for us. He was beat, you know, and they said he led from hall to hall, just beat him, and he hadn't done nothing. He hadn't done anything. But in a sense, God was going to wipe us out. You know, he could have wiped us out and started another group of people. But Jesus saw that he loved us so much that he'd come to the Lord and say, if you just prepare me a body, just prepare me a body, and I'll go down. And so that's why he come down, you know. And then after he done his work, he ascended back into the heaven. And right now he's at the right hand of the Father. And you know, I wonder why the right hand? God, you could just be somebody who say, hey, at the right hand of the Father. And he's making intercession, you know. He's crying out for us. And what he is saying when the Lord is want to get rid of us, say, give him another chance. I've been down there on the earth. I know what, it's a bad place down there. Give him another chance. So why not take the chance that he give us and try to walk in the path of righteousness? And if there's anything that we are doing that we think is not pleasing in his sight, well, so we want to lay aside every weight every week, because there's no sin coming to him, as with our Sunday school lesson saying. There's no big sin and no little sin in his sight. Because if you have sinned and come short, this is what happened. You're sin, not that I killed somebody, and not that I'm a prostitute, and not that I just gossip, but I'm just not walking right. I'm just not living a life before the world that they can see Christ in my life. So as we often say, I hear several of us say, might be the only Bible that somebody can read. Nobody might. The life that we're living, somebody might have want to just follow us. They ain't picking up no Bible. They just want to lead the life we live. So we might be the only Bible that some folks can read. So let us be a good example for the world today. Because the world is we're saying the world, but the people in the world, they are doing so many different things that we didn't know anything about. And the world is getting weaker and wiser. And so that means that the church in the unity need to pray more, need to come together, need to love one another, need to be patient with one another. Nobody visit one another like we used to do. We're just so far apart. And when we are far apart like this, Satan can get a good hold on us, because then he can talk to us and he just tell us things that we don't want to be bothered with. You bring up things that happened way back out, all kind of mess, because we're so far apart. We're not together, talking about the Lord and praising him and giving him glory, because he's the one that's keeping us. We can't keep ourselves. So if what the song says, had it been for the Lord on our side, where would we be? Where would we be? And so we need to, as the first, as this lesson is saying, a prisoner for the Lord. So prisoners obey. So we have to obey what the word is telling us. And our Bible study teacher tries so hard to get the message over to us, how we supposed to walk. And there's only a few of us come to hear it, Only a few of us come to hear. And our Sunday school, we know just who gonna be here. Maybe we a little shallow. Maybe we need to wade out in the deep, and that's out into the world, and try to get somebody. If you won't come here, then we go there, and just open up to the world, and let them know that one day Christ is coming back. Okay, somebody else want to talk. Okay, somebody else talk on the list. So we're talking about the unity of Christ, and we need to be in unity, and not just with ourselves, and because one day there's going to be a reckoning day, and we're going to have to come before him. We're going to have to, everything that we have done, be just like I'm looking at you and you looking at me. That's the way it's going to be. And we don't want to come before him, as Will said. It says that east over there. You're going to have to know, because, he's so right now, now is your time, this is now is the only time we have. Right now is the only time we have. So we need to come to him now. If there's anything in our life that is not pleasing in his sight, so we can get forgiveness, we can come in unity with him.